Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on 2022 movie entitled White Elephant. And the official synopsis of White Elephant is: an ex-Marine enforcer must battle his conscience and code of honor when he is forced to do things for the mob. And before I give out my review, please like the video, subscribe or comment, or just watch the video and keep going on with your day. I felt like White Elephant was not bad, but at the same time, I can see why somebody would probably call this movie trash in many ways. So yeah, the movie stars Bruce Willis, Michael Rooker, Olga Kurylenko, and John Malkovich as the main characters of this movie. I felt like most of them gave out a good performance, but I felt like Olga Kurylenko gave out the best performance in this movie as Vanessa. As Vanessa goes through pretty horrible things in this movie. She not only has to deal with people coming after her, but also just with the police itself, as she is wanted for questioning for a string of crazy situations that took place at her house. But Olga Kurylenko, throughout the entire movie, she gave out a good performance as someone that doesn't take no BS and is willing to do whatever it takes to make sure she survives another day. Bruce Willis, his performance in this movie was not bad, in my opinion, as he does do some things in this movie besides just acting. Like, you do see him cause some t-shirts to be made here and there, but not really to that extent like you would see maybe like in like Die Hard or whatever, as this is apparently one of the last films that he made before he was forced to retire because of obvious reasons. And so I felt like his performance in this movie, it wasn't bad. And when it came to all the other main characters' performances, Michael Rooker as Gabriel, his performance in here was good, as he's a part of the mob, and sometime later he just decides that none of it is worth it, in my opinion, after everything that he is forced to do and has to endure. But as for everyone else's performances though, they were cool, not much else to say. Now when it comes with the story, this story really does nothing new when it comes to these types of movies. Like somebody wanting to change for the better, somebody trying to escape their problems, trying to hide from people trying to kill them. Like those types of movies, like nothing new with the story. But I felt like the action in here was the best part of this movie, as violence, crazy gun battles, new t-shirts getting printed out left and right here and there. I think that was the best part of this movie, was the action and the violence, because of just the amount of bodies that was committed in here. The cinematography, for the most part, it was fine. I didn't have any complaints about the cinematography and everything else. Now, when it comes to some things that I did not like about this movie was a little bit slow at times, like with things not just being built up right, and just not things just making a whole lot of sense when it comes to some of the subplots. And another thing that I did not like about this movie was that I found this movie to be a little bit dull. Also, like, there are some moments that's supposed to be interesting, but nothing, like, this movie really does nothing that just sets itself out of the ordinary movies with this type of genre. Like, I felt like this movie had some potential with a cast of well-known actors and the action and violence itself, but unfortunately, by the end of it, it does somewhat fall flat, in my opinion. And I would say that White Elephant, it wasn't bad, but at the same time, it does very little to set itself out, and you might just end up feeling disappointed after watching this movie. And so yeah, and I would say my rating for the movie of White Elephant would probably be maybe 2.5 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.